We're sitting on the portaledge. We're halfway up Eternity in the Blue Mountains in Australia. Ben's about to cook up some Indian rice. This is our portaledge for two. We're not going to set up the fly tonight. We're hoping it's not going to rain. We've got all our gear hanging here, nice and cozy. We've got our master point is all the way up the top there. We found that by lowering our portaledge down on that blue and white cordelette, it gave us a lot more ability to come off away from our anchor, so we're not really tight up against it. We're not very far off the ground. We're only halfway up pitch one. Took me a long time to aid up. Ben's got his massive spoon there that's taking up half his mouth. Now that's a spoon.
That's what a man rolls.
So looking forward to some dinner soon. We've got this this hanger, which is the Jetboil hanger, and that keeps the heat off our portaledge. This is just a fabric down here, and if we got anything hot on that, that'd go straight through. So it's a good setup having that. One of the things that we found we need to work on a bit better is having lanyards for all of our bag. You can see that we've just got our stuff sitting on the ledge here, and it's been so good so far, and we're not too worried about it because we're only half a pitch up. But when we get to El Cap and we're halfway up the climb, we don't want to have these things that are just loose here sitting on the edge of the portaledge that could easily get kicked off or knocked off if there was some wind. When I was on Washington Column the other day, it was really windy, and that would be just buffeting up through the bottom of the portaledge. So we've got to make sure that everything is in a bag, and that bag has a lanyard ready to tie out. The other thing we want to do is put our things into their haul bag in their individual bags, so that you can quickly and easily get things out rather than having to rummage down through the bottom of your haul bag to get stuff out. So the plan for today is we're going to spend the next hour probably getting all of our stuff packed up from the portaledge. We're going to get back up to our master point up there. We descended down a couple of meters off it last night so that we'd have some more space, because it was getting to be a big cluster when we're all right up there next to our anchor. Ben's going to lead up to the anchors at the top, and then I'm going to follow. Then I'm going to wrap back down, and we're going to do the whole thing again to practice our setting up and transitioning from a seconder into a leader. Ben's almost at the top of his lead now, down this Eternity crack. We've got our trad anchor there, and I wanted to show you what's been working really well for us here. We've got our rigging plate, which has got 5 holes. We've only got 2 things in it right now, which is the orange one is my anchor, and the silver one's going down to our haul bag. We've got our rope bag here on the shelf, and these 2 items have really helped us out on the belay here. The rigging plate, because our master point, which is this carabiner just here, was getting really full of all the stuff. Got to feed out some rope for Ben. It was getting full of all of our stuff when we had our portaledge here set up. We had our haul bags in there. We were both clipped into there. Our rack of gear was all on there, and it was just getting really congested. So by having the rigging plate, gave us a lot more room to hang stuff. The rope bag has been really good as well. It got kind of windy this morning, and without the rope bag, our ropes would have been blowing around everywhere. So having them all condensed into that one spot has been a big help. One of the things that worked really well for us was we dropped our portaledge down about 2 meters below our master point. We used a sling to extend it, and that gave us a lot more room when we were setting it up to be able to move side to side and in and out. And then it also meant that we weren't bunched right up next to all of our stuff. We also lowered our haul bags down to a lower anchor point there, and that meant that our haul bags were right beside us when we were camping, so that we could get our stuff out as we needed it for cooking last night. Well, I'm going to put the camera away. Ben's almost at the top, and it'll be time to jug up the rope. Ben's finished his lead. Now he's hauling the bags up. I'm about to jug up the line and tend to the bags if they get snagged. We're using a 2-to-1 haul setup here, using the Mark Houdon method.